let's talk pricing strategies. Specifically, when you're just getting started, what should my pricing strategy be? Even more specifically, should I go for an inexpensive price to try to get some customers right out of the gate because I'm not very confident, I'm not really feeling like I'm ready for this? Or should I go higher end, maybe with the product costing several $100s or maybe several $1,000s? Which one should you choose? Well, I have an opinion based on my own experience, as well as the experience of a whole bunch of other people who I have coached and consulted and worked with over the years. And that's this. I believe that you should start with a higher end. And I realize that is counterintuitive, that most people are feeling like, hey, I think it'd be a lot easier to get people who don't really know me yet. I don't really have positioning in the marketplace. It probably would be a whole lot easier to sell a $19 or a $29 or a $49 product, maybe even a $99 product than try to sell them a $497 or a $997 or a $1997 product. It's like, yeah, that's what your fear is telling you. But let me give you some reasons why doing a high price product is usually superior for most people. Number one, you're going to make more money. Almost invariably, I find that people who come out right out of the gate with a higher price product, if you look at their income versus somebody who came right out of the gate with a lower price product 6 months later, the person with a higher price product is almost always making more income for a lot of the reasons that I'm going to share with you in just a minute. Next, you'll be able to afford advertising. So if you're selling a product for $10, $20, $50, you almost cannot make advertising profitable. If you're selling a product for $500 or $1,000 or $2,000, you can usually make advertising at least break even, if not profitable. And that enables you to be able to go beyond your list of just those few people you've been able to come and get with you right out of the beginning. Wouldn't you rather be able to afford to get new customers to sign up for your list, to get new customers to sign up to buy, to get new customers to buy your product? Because what that does is it sets you up in an entirely different realm. Next, very frankly, it's easier to sell down than to sell up. Here's what I mean by this. Let's say you've been offering a $1,000 product to your list. They know you, you're positioned as a person who sells a $1,000 product. And then you come in later on and say, hey, here's this $47 product. It's almost always easier to do exactly that. So if you start off high and then come in with a lower price product to skim the bottom of the market, it's almost always easier than to come in with a product where you're positioned to be in the $47 product, and now all of a sudden you're offering a $1,000 product. People don't believe you're worth it when you've been selling at the low level. That's why you need to sell high first and then come down, rather than try to sell low first and go up later on. Trust me, I've seen this happen dozens and dozens of times. Next, when you're at a low price product, your list size and your marketing skills are much more important than when you're at a high price product. I literally have seen people come in with a list of 20 people and sell 5 of them a $2,000 product. Now, that's pretty rare, but it's pretty rare to see somebody come in and sell. So that 5 $2,000 products makes them $10,000. It's pretty rare for me to see someone come in with a list of 100 and sell the same dollar amount. So you got to get to 10,000 of a $100 product. At 10,000 a $100 product, you have to sell not 10, you have to sell 100 units of a $100 product. And if you've got 100 people on your list, that means you need to sell every single one of them. Probably not going to happen. Next, you get better customers. I discovered this quite by accident. Really quick, I'll tell a real quick story. At one point in my early career, I was selling websites. This was way back just after Al Gore invented the internet, and I was selling a 30-page website for, wow, what was I selling it for? I think I was selling it for $3,000. The numbers don't matter. Here's what happened. I decided over the Christmas holidays to quadruple my price, realizing that I could cut the number of people who bought from me by 3/4 and still make the same amount of money. That's what I did. So if you called me on December 23rd, the price was $3,000. You called me on January 3rd, it was $12,000. Something like that. I can't remember. It was maybe in 2,500 and 10,000. I can't remember what happened. At the end of that next year, I had made exactly the same amount of unit sales. In other words, I had quadrupled my business. And the cool thing was I actually worked fewer hours. Customers who buy a $3,000 website are not the same kind of customer that buys a $12,000 website. $3,000 website people call you at 3 o'clock in the morning because they found a typo on a page that they already approved. People at 12,000 send you an email saying, hey, sometimes when you get around to it, there's a typo on such and such a page. It is invariably true that lower priced purchasers require more customer support than higher price purchasers. Next, your higher price point positions you in the market. Actually, wherever you price your product, it positions you in the marketplace. Do you want to be positioned as one of the best that people have to pay a premium price to be able to work with? Or do you want to be positioned as, oh, here's somebody you can get for $49? And I know you don't believe this. But it's true. It's almost as easy to convert at a high price as it is to convert at a low price. I know you don't believe it, but it is invariably true. The only reason you don't know that yet is because you haven't tried it. And when you have a higher price, you can give them more to actually create the transformation. So, for example, you sell something at $49, there's absolutely no one-on-one available. There's probably no phone calls available, group phone calls available. There's no additional materials available, all those kinds of, because you simply cannot afford to give them that kind of thing. When you sell them at a higher price, you can put some of those elements in which gives them the one-on-one help or the group help that they need to be able to achieve the transformation in their life. And a high price forces you to create a better product. I saved this for last because I think it's the most important one of the group. If you know you're going to be selling somebody $1,000 or $2,000 product, you're going to build a better product than you are if you sell a $47 product. Isn't that what you'd like to do anyway? Think about these reasons. They're valid. I've seen it happen all over the place consistently. That when you come in higher price, right out of the gate, you have a better business than you do when you come down lower price. Now, I've named some numbers here. Those numbers differ by category. So if you're in the self-help where everyone else is selling $47 products, you may not be able to come in with a $2,000 product right out of the gate. If you're in the diet space, you may not be able to come in with a $2,000 product right out of the gate. There are some spaces where the marketplace dictates that you have to have a low price product. First off, I would question, do you even want to be in that marketplace? But I just named numbers. The key is try to be at the higher end of your marketplace as opposed to the lower end. And you'll build a better, much more profitable, much more successful business. And you'll be able to create real transformation in the lives of your customers. Try it. What's your opinion? Agree? Disagree? Let me know. Put it in the comments. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.